Okay, here's a really strange one. Had a customer tell me that they had a real big knocking noise coming from their rear axle. Thought it might have been the A-frame ball joint, but it ended up being the diff. And here is the diff in question, and it's a really strange one because at first impressions you can't actually see anything wrong with it. But there is something wrong with this, and that is called run out. And this is different to backlash. Run out is where it's not running true all the way around on the crown wheel. Now, I'm not sure if this video is going to show it, but hopefully it will, in that I'm going to make the diff show the backlash in different positions, and you'll hear it by a clicking noise. So where it's set at the moment, if I get the crown wheel and I jiggle it, you should be able to hear that's the backlash. If I now rotate it, there again is the backlash. There's none there at all. So that is a tight spot between the crown wheel and the pinion. And there it is again. So this isn't a diff where the backlash has been set in correctly. This is where something has twisted within the differential, so that as the crown wheel is going around with the pinion, it's not got the same amount of backlash all the way around. So I'm going to start pulling this apart and we'll actually see what's what with it. Okay, I've taken the ears off and the pins out. The ears look okay on this one. There's a lot of rubbing going on here, but on this one here, something has definitely been getting hold of it. There's a big ridge of metal that's been building up here from chaffing. It's ground away in here, and it's actually distorted the shape of this plate that holds the adjuster into this side quite significantly. I've marked the casings because these caps are actually matched to the casing and actually matched side and side, but I'm now going to use the air ratchet and actually take out these 4 bolts. I'm going to have a guess that these bolts have stretched and this side will therefore be looser than that, but we'll soon find out. That's fairly tight, that side. That's not. That's definitely not. So we'll take the caps off, and you can actually see here where the bearing has actually been spinning on this casing, and on that side as well. That's not a great indication. The bearing itself has got marks where the thread's been on, but by the looks of it there's also marks there from just switch Edward off as opposed to Edward the compressor. Take the adjusters out. You should be able to have a look in here now and see if there's anything a bit more obvious. The carrier bearings are showing normal wear, which is where you can see the ridges just forming where the rollers, and that's quite normal for a fairly high mileage unit. I'll come back to that. The pinion itself feels okay, there's no wear in the head, so I can't see anything undue there. I can't see any wear on the pinion. It has a small high spot, tight spot, but again nothing that I'd be surprised at with the wear on a high mileage diff. So we'll dig a bit deeper. Okay, I've put some brake cleaner on the crown wheel, and again I can't actually see any reason why this is going to be a problem. However, normally these go oval here, and there's normally a bit of wear where you can move this from side to side in the forging. There's no wear there, but I can actually move the gears on the shaft on the inside. So I'm actually guessing that unusually the pin that sits in here may have some unusual wear on it. Again, I'll dig a bit deeper and we'll have a look. Okay, I'm going to take the pin out the rear of the diff. I can definitely feel that the planet gears in here are really not happy, and I can't really see, now I can. there is quite a significant amount of wear. Ooh, quite a significant amount of wear on that gear. I would say that that gear has somehow jammed itself. I don't think you can actually see it there, but that's blue on the inside. So where that gear sits, be quiet, Edward. The gear can actually move on the shaft. Normally this is where something has got inside there and worn it, but toast. And that's why it had run out. And being a 2-pin diff, there's nothing really more to be done with it. So there you go, run out, worn pin in, I think it was something like a 60,000 miles TD5, never been off-road, and that gear has actually welded itself onto the bottom as well. So I hope that's been of interest. Is a little bit like Mr. Bean does diffs, but there you go, a lot of people like it. Bye for now.